Metal Rain. Did you send me a message that said you had something to tell me? Yes, I'm here. I was just getting ready for this. But I had noticed that you sent that message. Hey Joe, it's been a great weekend. I hope you've had a good weekend too. So I saw what you said about the several people that were listed there at that particular address. Well, welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a mostly professional tarot card reading from my haunted house in a creepy graveyard from a haunted chick like me with disgustingly cute dogs. Tonight's special, since it's the weekend. It's always a buy one get one free on Saturday and Sundays. Sorry about not being here last night. I was in outer space. Usually I do the late night show, like, you know, start about midnight, go till about 2, 2:30 or 3, but I just didn't have it in me last night. I don't know, it's like I was under a sleeping spell. But I'm back today. I was here earlier, and so we'll just see how long the iPad lasts. I'm going to do a free collective message in a moment. If anybody wants to get a paid reading, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Super Chats are available if you want to make a donation. Everything you need to know is in the description or the pinned comment. Check out my music. There should be a link in the pinned comment as well. And what is the news, Metal Rain? You can either put it in a private message or you can put it in a public message. Is the name of a character in my book. I also think it's the name of the lady at the dentist office. I think she tried to call me today about my teeth, but it's Sunday. We can talk on a business day. I didn't take the phone call, but I'll call her back tomorrow. That would be great if they could come by and do read-throughs with us on Wednesdays. The more the merrier. I hope Andy got off well to his appointments and to his schedule that he was on. Okay, that would be great. So she'll play my mom, since I'm Michelle, right? And Michelle is Janet's daughter, correct? Okay. I think that Yang really loved having that experience, and I think that she said she wouldn't mind to be there again and do it again. So I'll ask her and see what she's up to this coming Wednesday. I think we'll have Meryl in the bag as well. If not this Wednesday, I think the next. I'm not sure when his permanent vacation on Wednesdays starts. Alright, I'm gonna do a free collective message here. Hey Hazel, How are you tonight? Thanks so much for coming by and saying hi. Hey Ken, I see you. Hey G. I think you had said something before earlier, but I'm just acknowledging you guys again. So, when do we find out what happened to Grace? Commercial. Okay. Spirit, I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides for anyone who might be in the chat with us tonight, might come in later, or maybe they will watch the replay. 733 is going to be the timestamp. Spirit, I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides as a collective. Do you have any spirit messages for us tonight? Do you have any spirit messages for us tonight, Spirit? Nine of Cups. Such a warm and inviting yes. Spirit, could you clarify this Nine of Cups? I feel like that Nine of Cups is a wonderful sign that there's a lot of good to look forward to. Wow, I cut the deck and it's the 1111 and the protection card. So I'm just gonna show this here for a moment. It may resonate with people who might see it. Just let your inner compass, your intuition guide you in what you feel this is saying to you from your most trusted and strongest spirit guides. Oh, yes, I'm a witch. I'm the worst kind of witch, the kind that cleans, so you better go clean your room. I'm just kidding, I'm not a witch. It's actually a ridiculous line from an anime movie called Haus, which I recommend everyone should see at least once in their life. It's really beautiful. So, Metal Rain, I do know that you have a free reading if you wanted to pick another 3 questions, because I know you bought one yesterday. So even if you do buy a reading that's private on the weekends, the way that you would want to do that is you would just want to make your donation through PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, or even through a thank you. If I'm not live, you can do a thank you on YouTube instead of a super chat when I'm live, or having to wait till I'm live. But you must send me an email and let me know what kind of reading you want, or at least what the questions are that you want asked. And so if anybody ever wants to get a private reading, that's fine. But I do prefer to do them here on the live. Sorry about the alarm. So let's just clarify real quick that collective message that I was doing a moment ago. We got the protection and the 1111 card. We also opened up the Golden Girls deck for the 9 of Cups, which is a wish fulfilled card. Spirit letting us know, yes, I have a message I wish to say to you all as a collective. I feel like the protection, no weapon formed against you shall bring you harm. I feel like that card, in unison with the 1111 card, is saying, you know, you know, feel safe in your home, feel safe being your true authentic self, and a reminder to look up the 1111 number, 1111 angel number, and, you know, maybe reminisce on what that meaning and that angel number might mean to you, is what I feel Spirit is saying. Especially at a time like this. So, Spirit, do you have anything that you want to, do you have a clarification in regards to some of the cards that we pulled tonight in this collective Spirit message? Nine of Cups, Protection, and 1111 Oracle cards from the Liminal Space deck. Imagination. I just love this card. It reminds me of my front yard so much. I also love how you can turn it like this and it looks even more like my front yard. This is literally this card upside down, but either way you look at it, it's right side up. So, like I said, with the protection and the 1111 card, Spirit wants you to use your imagination in regards to what do you feel that these Spirit messages from these Oracle cards mean to you. Because the 1111 angel number meaning and protection, even the evil eye that was, you know, drawn on the card itself, can mean something very different to people. But I feel it's Spirit is saying today that it's also your imagination that puts you in a state of mind of protection, and puts you in a constant ebb and flow of having this good energy that like watches over you to keep you safe, to keep you protected, especially when you're good to yourself with your thoughts. There's no point in worrying about things that don't serve you, things that haven't happened yet and probably will never happen. Even if they've happened to you before, doesn't mean that you have to rinse, repeat, recycle the situation again and again and again with many, many different people, as long as you're using that imagination. Really? Duran? Oh my goodness. Wow, that is so cool. You should go, dude. You should go. Okay, so card number 14, Imagination. Color black, direction west. Exploring the wilderness of your own soul through contemplation brings you to the altar of your imagination. To have a circle of imagination in your being, walk with the untamed, wild, instinctual side of your nature, all the time knowing its power, like a woman aware of her pregnancy as she moves through her round of daily tasks. You need not focus on the unborn life in order for its nature to continue to grow. Always remember that inspiration often comes after reflection, after the seed of creativity is planted. Once you begin your creative work, the energy of the universe comes to you and imagination flows. I feel the Spirit message is very much about reflecting. I think today's overall Spirit message has been a lot about reflecting on the past, the present, even your future. I mean, I know I said before the future's not here now, but your actions and reactions are a huge responsibility of yours to take accountability for in regards to how you act and react with that and towards that imagination, those feelings you have, those thoughts you have. It's just science. And the Offspring and Sheryl Crow is playing. I would really like to see Sheryl Crow. That would be cool. I like Sheryl Crow. Alright, sounds good. I'm a musician and an artist. If you'd like to listen to my music, there's a pinned comment up above. This is a channel that is about my life, and it's about my music and my art. So pretty much my life is my message. I do live music on the live streams as well as live tarot. So hopefully you'll find something you like on the channel. Sometimes we do ghost hunting on the channel, but mostly we do spirit box on the lives. If something interesting happens in one of the sessions, we'll post it. No, we didn't go to high school together. I was home taught, so that would be impossible. Plus, I was finished with high school by the time I was 16. So we didn't go to high school together. I'm sorry, you think it might be somebody else, but I'm definitely not somebody you went to high school with. He's going to film in Australia for 4 months. Oh, wow. Well, I hope when he comes back, maybe he can come and hang out with us and have fun with reading one of the scripts with us. That would be so awesome. Hey Worms, how are you, dear? Did you have a good weekend? Happy Super Bowl Sunday. I had my own little party. I made chili cheese nachos with salsa and baked beans with brown sugar. I was a terrible recovering vegan and ate some hot dogs. And I had a beer. It was really nice. I also had a salad to compensate. But I just, I wanted to like make some of the fun stuff that my mom used to make for me when I was a kid. She'd always have Super Bowl parties, so the whole family would come over. So it wasn't just for me, but it was for us kids and the guys, like my dad and then my sister's husband and a bunch of kids that everybody had. That it was just, yeah, they'd have their friends over or whatever. And we just have a Super Bowl party, a block party sometimes. Like every year there was just something fun to do on Super Bowl. So I was like, you know what, this year I'm gonna like make some of those snacks that my mom made at her Super Bowl parties. And it was super nice to just have some junk food for once in my life. Yeah, sleep is always really good for you, especially your mental wealth and your overall well-being. Now that you're back, I'm going to go back to your channel so I can just bookmark it, so I can go back and look at the coral again. There we go. Yeah, maybe it's your adrenal glands. Have you had them checked out? And maybe it's also just your way, like your body coping with purging, you know, trauma that you witnessed or experienced, etc., stuff like that. Hey, The Resistance. Welcome back to the Chammy. How have you been today? Happy weekend. I had a great day. Thanks so much for asking. I can't get enough sleep now. I don't know what it is about the end of winter, but sometimes I can feel that way too. But it's just your body letting you know that, you know, you need this rest and you should take advantage of it while you can. Yeah, really good day, Resistance. Really good day. So what is PSF again? Could you just remind me? Because sometimes I have the forget-ems. Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about the stroke thing. I had a friend who had a stroke, and he almost slept the rest of his life away. Like, but he already had narcolepsy, so he had to completely redo everything and reset everything. You know, it might help to reset your hypothalamus gland. Your hypothalamus gland is actually the brain of your brain. And the way that you reset your hypothalamus gland is you detox your body from sugar. You detox your body from heavy carbs. You can still have carbs that first 30 days. You want to do it for 30 days. And you can even like reset it by just going on a non-processed, low processed, high protein, low carb, fruit, vegetable kind of thing for 30 days. The only sugar that you eat will be like, and maybe if you eat an apple or you decide to eat an orange that day. And you're only going to be drinking water for 30 days. I mean, you can drink like flavored waters or whatever. That's fine. Sparkly waters. But if you can reset the hypothalamus and get as much rest as you can, you know, there might be more ways than just one to reset the hypothalamus as well. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I've experienced it. Like, I would never say, oh, go and do this unless I'd experienced it. But it might help to reset that hypothalamus gland. You don't like water? I love it. I can't get enough. Maybe also if you can find a kinesiologist, that might help worms. I think I've told you this before. Yes, I do, dear. That's what keeps me down to earth. Hey, Will. Oh, what a cute little kitty bear in your default pic. Okay, let's get some of these questions answered. Hey, Frank and Dad.
Can I have a bowl of water from there, please?
Yeah. You want a sparkly one too?
No. She's in the middle of my bed and I got to kick her out of there. I'm gonna have to get my medicine.
Alright, I cleaned up the kitchen. So if you need anything in there, it's all clean.
No, I don't need anything. I don't even like making a mess in the pictures. Okay.
Hey Robert, how are you tonight? Really? Because of the northerly wind. I'm surprised, like, I'm not hearing anything about tornadoes or hurricanes this season, but maybe it's because of El Niño instead of El Nino in effect. It's okay, Resistance. I'm not really sure that astrology has really anything to do with somebody's body shape. I mean, I'm Greek, so I'm like 85% Greek, almost 90%. So maybe the Taurus you knew had some Greek in her, or him. Yeah, I know you told me that, Mallorain. It's that winter storm that LA gets. I just hope it doesn't flood again. But no, you're not pushing it, the Resistance. Superior cerebellum. Yeah, I'd like to see what a kinesiologist could do for you, worms. And resetting the hypothalamus. I'll send you some info on it this week. Because once you reset that hypothalamus, it's going to reset the way you taste, the way you smell, not like the way, well, yeah, maybe it will change the way your body actually smells too, but like the way your nose might sense smell, if you even still have any of that after stroke. Maybe the way sensations are, maybe the way you hear things, experience things. Yeah, detox like that might really help a lot. And what I mean by that is, like, it might help with you going and further with your treatment and helping you have less fatigue instead of so much brain fog or brain fatigue that might cause physical fatigue.
I guess she heard me complaining, and she wanted to cheer.
Well, she's your dog.
Huh? Did you ever?
She's your dog, Franken-Dad.
Did you ever send a message to somebody and send it to Maria, for example? You send it to Petros?
I don't know. I feel like what you're asking me is a mathematical question that I don't have any answers to right now.
Okay. I tell you what happened. I read a good story the other day about a mother with her children.
Yeah.
I don't want to make the story long, we'll stop there. And I was planning to send it to Maria Kulmis.
Yeah.
And instead of sending it to Maria Kulmis, I sent it to Petro Kulmis.
It happens.
And I told Petro, which I thought was Maria, I hear you slid and you fall down. I hope you're okay, you didn't get hurt. I was telling that to Petros, and then I sent him the story. I just discovered
Sometimes
it now.
I'll do that because I see the same first letter of somebody else's name, and they'll almost be spelled the same because the names look the same because they start with the same letter.
The last name, yeah, was same. Okay. Well, I'm sure he understands what happens. I'm not going to explain to him. Let him go find his son Maria.
Well, you can still share it. You can still share it with her.
Yeah.
Hey, Ghost Rider, how are you tonight?
I guess I get the story.
Thank you, Ghost Rider. I appreciate you saying that. I do try. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the smartest shoe in the box, but I'm definitely street knowledgeable. How's your day been? Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Happy Bad Bunny Day, everybody. That's interesting that today is Bad Bunny Day. I think that's kind of funny and cute at the same time. Am I Capricorn? Lord, no. But one of my bestest friends in the whole wide world that I grew up with, she was Capricorn. So let's see. Well, I don't think you have to be a football fan to like watching the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm certainly not sitting in front of the TV at all, nor will you ever find me sitting in front of the TV watching football unless it's Super Bowl. Sorry, but same with baseball. Unless it's like the World Series, or I'm gonna go to like a special event with friends to actually see like a baseball game that I'd like to see. I probably won't go to a baseball game or watch one either. But as far as wrestling, yeah, I prefer wrestling, no ring. Does Atlanta have COSM? I don't know what that is. What do you mean? I don't know what that is. What? You wanna go to a Braves game? Yeah, they're a pretty good team. Let's go ahead and see what these questions, I don't know if you meant to type more or COSM is some kind of abbreviation for something. You said Texas, now you're gonna manifest Texas toast. Or, wait. Texas Tyrannosaurus Rex. God, I have all these nicknames for him, but I can't even remember his account username right now. What the hell? Texas Taurus, that's right. Texas Taurus. You want to sing Purple Rain? Right on. I have a dash of Libra. Just a dash. Just like I only have a dash of Taurus in my chart. I like this little guessing game we're starting to play, Resistance. What are you, like an inquisitive Gemini? Okay, your question about Alana. I saw it here a moment ago. What is it? Okay, will Alana be reaching out soon? Spirit, I'm calling forth Metal Rain's most trusted and strongest spirit guides, who are not an inquisitive Gemini. What? Okay, so you got the Queen of Cups and Temperance. I feel like, yes, very much so. She is going to be reaching out in the not too distant future. Let me see if I can clarify maybe when. I think that she's going to reach out and communicate with you in 1 to 14 days. So from 1 day to a fortnight. A fortnight is 2 weeks, it's 14 days. Temperance card is card number 14. And the Major Arcana, so I feel she will be reaching out. I feel like it's suggesting she will reach out. Well, your skin irritation healed. It hasn't healed yet? Spirit's saying you might have to go to a medicine woman before that will happen, but it will heal. Got the Empress card. Anyone else coming your way that you don't see coming? No, not anybody from the past, Spirit, is what he's asking about. So first you get the Tower, which suggests a no. Nobody new coming in right now as of now. The Sun card was up. So I feel like what Spirit's saying about this combination here is that keep your chin up. keep your joy about you. Do the things that make you feel joyful. As somebody from the present, like I said, will reach out in the Judgment card. Within regards to the High Priestess, this energy could be very much a swift, quick move. Like you might not even be waiting to hear much longer from somebody presently that you want to hear from, maybe interested in getting to know better, maybe wanting to continue your friendship into a partnership. But it will happen quicker the more joy you find in being just simply happy, happily single. Because when you do find that relationship opening up to this creativity here in the Three of Pentacles, I mean, it's just gonna bloom. It's just gonna, like, it's gonna blossom, and it's gonna happen pretty quick. Lots of communication cards. So, no, there's nothing too much to worry about or know about in regards to the future. But do be thinking about, like, what is it that what is it that, how is it that you're gonna react, and what actions are you gonna take, regarding the feelings you are having about the future, the thoughts you are having about that future. Because Spirit says, you're here to have fun, create, communicate, focus on you. Because there is a High Priestess that will reflect back, if she's not already. Just trying to find the right words to reach out to you in that Judgment card. Don't worry too much about the Tower. It's just a direct no. Spirit saying no, nothing like in regards to anyone else coming your way that you don't see right now. No, just stay focused on what's right in front of you right now, which is working on that joy and that state of mind that you want to be in, and that comfort that you find to get into that state of mind you want to be in, compared to maybe the one you don't want to be in so much. Cruelty brought the orchids. It's interesting that you say that about the orchids. It sounds like something out of a story I read not too long ago about like conservatories, or is it observatories? It's conservatories. They're like, glass buildings, like that you put exotic plants in, sort of like an orangery. And how there were like botanists that were smuggling out orchids, rare orchids. I mean, and then they just let them die. Like, after all these years, after like the people who passed on that owned the homes that had those kind of places had these orchids in them. Like, I just don't see how someone could let like a rare orchid die after spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to keep it living for decades. Think about that. Of course I'm a Scorpio. What else would I be? Did I get the second question? Yeah, I got the second question. It should be there if you rewind it or go back to it later. The second question was, will your skin irritation heal? And yes, it will. You got the Empress. Spirit said you might have to go to a medicine woman first. Don't judge you. I won't judge you. I promise, worms. I just want to look at your coral. God, that sounds so rude. Just want to look at your tanks of corals. Thanks, Resistance. I'm sure you are too. Okay, so there's 9 likes. If we can get a few more likes, I will do the spirit box. Let's see how many subscriptions we've got so far. If any of the moderators want to do a free yes or no question, that's available too. If not, that's fine. Okay, 2 subscribers. Thanks so much for the subscriptions. I appreciate that. No, I haven't heard of the song Cruelty Brought the Orchids, but I'd like to. So I'm just gonna put in chat the link to that, a video I found on YouTube after I got nosy about these conservatories and reading about them. Because I'm building one in Second Life. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I like to design and build things, and I know that I'm probably never going to be able to be an architect and do that in my first life, so why not do it in Second Life for fun? But yeah, I just could not believe these orchids, rare orchids, and I absolutely love orchids. And I saw this lady that, I mean, I had seen this lady at the market today she got like this gorgeous orchid vine, and I was like, oh God, they're just so expensive. And it can be very difficult to take care of. So I'm gonna have to choose, do I want an orchid this year, or do I want, do I really want another plant? I kind of do, but I already have so many. Yeah, send it to my, send it to, either put the song in chat or send it to Facebook. I mean, can you imagine spending $25,000 a year just to keep up your garden? It'd be like a dream come true. But then you spend that kind of money for decades and decades, all to let the plants die? So I guess there's still some of them that exist in America. They're just not as popular as they used to be, because they used to kind of be something that people built to show off how wealthy they were. I wouldn't mind having a greenhouse though, that would be super cool. I guess I'm just kind of missing like how interesting buildings look from the past. Now it's just so, everything's just so square and cut and dry and brown and gray and beige and like muted weird gray colors that, I mean, I don't know. Too much beige if you ask me. Do I have any hobbies? Yeah, probably too many. And then I'll start working on projects that are hobbies of mine, and then next thing you know, a week has gone by and it's time to clean my room. I think that my whole life has just kind of been like a constant hobby of things. Like, you know, I like to go outside and draw like the nature that I might find or see out there, whether it's like birds or trees or clouds. But there's several different kinds of art I do. Like I think making art is probably one of my biggest hobbies that I don't share. It just kind of depends on what kind of medium I have and what kind of stuff I have to work with. It's never really the same. Like it could be this today, you know, or it could be a painting tomorrow. It could be a painting made out of mud, or it could be a painting made out of hair paint on my hair, you know, just I don't know. I don't feel like music is really a hobby of mine. I feel like music is more of like a transfixed passion of mine. Does that make sense? Like I'm hyper focused on it. Whereas the art thing is like something I do that's to help me chill out and come down from that hyper focused ADHD thing that I do because I have ADHD. Like I say a lot of hobbies because, you know, somebody who is hyper focused on a lot of different things at the same time, it doesn't mean that I like get things done quicker. It's just that I just get bored really easy, I guess, if I'm not working on the music. I know it sounds strange, but yeah, I think that everybody has that choice too. Like anything that y'all put your hearts to, you can definitely do. But I feel like sometimes it can get like, you know, if your limiting beliefs and circumstances can really like get you down sometimes. And it's okay to feel that, of course. I mean, not every day has to always be great to, you know, do the things you want to put your heart into. But definitely more good days are there because you are putting, you know, your time into something you put your heart into, like music, art, painting, writing books. Maybe it's your work or your family or making the world a better place, or maybe even, you know, making an impact in your community in any way you can to make it better. I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to put the live on pause for a minute because I'm going to plug in the spirit box and get some stuff for it. Be right back.
Incoming call.
Somehow I like knew that was gonna happen. Hey, how are you tonight?
Hey. Hi. I'm okay. How are you?
Oh, good. Thanks so much for asking. Do you need a reading or someone to talk to? What's going on?
Yeah, I just wanted to get a reading. I just had an ending with a guy and I've kind of just been processing it and I wanted to just get a read on energy.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we can find out what's going on with that right now and what you need to know about that. So you just want to know what the energy is of this person towards you.
Yeah.
Okay, Spirit. I'm calling forth her most trusted and strongest spirit guides. What does she need to know tonight about the energy this person on her mind and heart is having towards Maggie tonight? What does she need to know about that right now? There's been some kind of shift in their feelings for you. You do have the Devil card, and we'll get to the Devil card in a moment, but I also feel we need to start off a little bit more about the shift in the Wheel of Fortune. It's almost as if the the Devil, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Swords is saying they know they haven't been the best energetically with you. They want to start the shift in regards to making that a little better in regards to the way it makes you feel, them feel. It's like they want to be your ideal intellect. They know they haven't really been that great with it, but right now they're just resting on these thoughts of how they can improve themselves and the energy between you both. And the Four of Swords and the Lovers card, like they want to share more loving energy, more focused, hyper focused energy that's caring, kind. They want more of that in their life and not so much of this Devil card. Now, I use the Golden Girls deck, so I only keep this Devil in my deck because it is Blanche Devereaux from the TV show, her character from the Golden Girls that plays the Devil. Now, she was a good partner, but she was a bit mischievous. Is that even a word? She was, a bit of a trickster. So I feel like Spirit's saying the energy is that this person knows they've been tricky, but there's something about the love they have for you that has shifted. They're taking some time to rest on this, and they want you to think about what you want to, so you guys can come back together and figure out what it is you do want. See how you both want to operate around that. But this person needs to rest, and you need to rest as well, Spirit says in this Four of Swords, so you can gather that that mental wealth you need to proceed forward to figure out what you do want. Do you know what you want? Because there is a whole lot of love to go around. It's like this person's they're shifted and turned their back on whatever tricky energy. They don't want this to be tricky. They want this to be happy, harmonious, and kind. That's just what the cards are saying that you need to know right now.
Okay.
Do you know what you want? Have you gone to this person and said, this is what I want? How do you want to operate around this, or ask them?
Yeah, I mean, we had restarted things like last Friday and we only saw each other a couple times, but I still felt like he was distant, so I felt like he didn't have clarity, and I kind of went off and was triggered and felt like, I couldn't really see what it was that he was wanting, and I felt just like it was probably time to end things, but then I wasn't actually wanting to end things. I wanted to just have clarity on what it was that he was needing. I wanted to come together and figure things out and be able to get on a better track with him. And
he feels like whatever happened between you both in the past, it's like keeping him up at night. It's kind of giving him a headache. He feels really bad about it in the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
And this person wants to rush to your side and make it right. They do plan on doing this, despite how they're juggling their feelings and emotions about it. It's like they've made a choice, though. It's like they've had the epiphany in the Two of Swords and went to take the blindfold off. Like they are feeling what you just said about wanting to figure it out. They want to figure it out too. You might not be seeing it, but it will show up at some point in your, but right now I think what Spirit's saying in regards to some advice, let's see what the advice might be from Spirit on, so Six of Swords, it's like, and then you got the Devil again as clarification. You know, kind of sail away from those dark thoughts that you might be having that might trick you into not being able to make a decision for yourself. Spirit saying, refocus back on you in the Six of Swords to make this like change or shift that you're both going through a little bit easier for you. What you have to do to comfort yourself, to keep yourself calm. You don't want to be triggered, of course, because when you become triggered and you're communicating with somebody, it's just not going to be good. You know, it's not going to.
Yeah.
And it's best to wait to maybe reach out or communicate when you're not feeling triggered, when you're feeling safe and warm about it, when you're feeling yummy about it. And if you are still feeling, are you still feeling yummy about this person?
I feel like it's unfinished, and like I don't wanna. I'm not ready to give up. I feel like, because it keeps going back and forth, and I'm like, okay, well, I know it could be so good. I know it could be so easy. I feel like he's blocking it.
Yeah, and then when you start feeling he's blocking it, you do start blocking it because you start acting and reacting to the blocking that maybe hasn't even happened yet, because you know you have the insecurity or the fear that it's going to be rinse, repeat, recycle. So it's really going to be very important in the Six of Swords for you to turn your back on those kind of thoughts and feelings. And it can be very difficult to get it to click sometimes when you are already resentful for things they've done that upset you in the past, that maybe they didn't apologize or try to make up for or make right. And also it can be difficult when you can't be like, yeah, I feel yummy about this, because you know you could feel yummy about it in the way you want to feel yummy about it, but it becomes difficult when you start resenting them, or you start getting lost in the limiting beliefs and circumstances that they set you both up for. That's what's really messed up, is that, like, you know, you're not only dealing with your own limiting beliefs and circumstances, but his as well in the Devil card. So the more that you refocus back on yourself in the Six of Swords, the more that you are showing up for yourself in the Knight of Swords. He's going to refocus back on you. Don't worry about what he's doing, where he's going, who he's talking to, if he's going to call you. He will reach out. You are his Empress, and this Empress card, that's the energy he likes about you. Start refocusing back on your Empress energy, and he'll start refocusing back on you. You don't always have to be happy, but you do have to be good to yourself with your thoughts at the end of the day, okay? That's your assignment.
Okay.
And keep me updated. I am here for you. If you want to call back, again, I'll be here all week. I'm usually here every day. Leave me a review if you want to, but do keep me updated, because I can help you with this. Go to bed tonight as if you have everything you already want with him. And what would that feel like? That way your subconscious can start working on you both. And I bet you in the morning you're both going to wake up thinking about each other. You're probably going to talk on the phone soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for calling. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Be safe.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, sweetheart. I always feel like so, I always kind of feel so hurt for some of these people that call in, because they don't know how to say what they're saying to me, to the person they love the most. And you really should be able to say what you need to say to the people you love the most. I just would be so lonely. I would feel so lonely if I didn't have people like that in my life. Hey, Ari. How are you, sweetheart? I just saw you there. It's good to see you. How's your Super Bowl weekend treating you? Thank you, Ghost Rider. I'm glad it uplifted you too. I think talking to her also made me feel a little bit better. The call center has been like DED dead. And I'm real persnicular about sharing the information. It's kind of like, if you find me, you find me. If you don't, then maybe it's just not your destiny to find me. In regards to the call center. I'm hoping to change some things though this year with my call center, where you guys can call in and chat with me while I'm on the live too. And hopefully a couple of other fun things as well. But I mean, I'm talking about like be able to call me on the call center for like a few minutes without having to pay for it. That kind of thing. You got socked in the eye? Hold on, let me get over to chat so I can read that, honey. Hold on. So I can read, so I can catch up. See what's going on here in the chat. Hey Lisa, hey Los Angeles, California. Hey Beladi, welcome to the haunted house. You have a roster in your love life, but these are mainly guys online. Can you have a blue mod? No, I'm sorry, Jace, not unless your name is Jay Sable and you're from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm sorry, yesterday was awful, Ari. Somebody socked you in the eye. Yeah, just take a deep breath, honey. What's going on? I'm just gonna put the, I'm still here reading the chat. I'm just gonna put the camera on pause, but you'll be able to hear the music and I'll respond with my voice while you're telling me what's going on. I'm just gonna turn the camera off because I want to plug in this spirit box. I'm gonna scream if somebody calls on the call center. has any questions they want to ask the Spirit Box, get your questions. If any of the moderators have a question they want to me to ask the tarot for them, you can do a free yes, no. Only had 2 subscribers tonight, but if I could get 3 more, I'll do free yes, no tarot for everyone. I'm super close to 2,400 subscribers, so share the live when you can with your friends. If anybody wants to get a private reading, you don't have to wait for me to be on YouTube to do so. I do prefer to do the live tarot readings, but if you need a private reading, just email me at Gypsy Queen Card Reader with your questions. Do not ask for private Google chats or private chats anywhere other than in the email. But you can also always purchase a reading and wait for the next live to get the reading as well. I do not do private chats in chat rooms or messengers for tarot card readings unless you're already an established client. Or a moderator. Maybe my chat was broken. Let me refresh it. Oh God, you can't, wait a minute, so let me ask you a question. Is she evicting you? Or is the apartment complex evicting you? Because you do not need an eviction on your, you don't need an eviction on your record. And an eviction on your record can really make your living situation crap when you're a renter. So is it that she would evict you, or the apartment complex would evict you both? Yeah, didn't Left Eye pass away from TLC? Oh, okay, hold on a second. I'm just getting a drink. I'm reading on the phone now. I'm gonna step away from it. I have no idea where, if Ari has a lease or not, dear. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to get the details on.
Maximum volume.
Oh my God. So is she just taking food, or is she like taking clothes and wigs and makeup and shoes? And purses? You want to ask if you want to ask the spirit box. You want to ask that Choro Guerrera.
battery.
Oh, let me get the charger for this. Hey Bernice, nice to meet you. How are you, dear?
No battery.
Also, if you'd like to buy a tarot card reading to ask your most trusted and strongest spirit guides, Toro, about this spirit in your room, you're more than welcome to. That reading would probably start at $5 and what you need to know. I'll be right back. I'm reading the chat though. I've got the phone already and I'm going to read what you said. I just have to get a drink. What is that annoying buzzing noise? What spirit? What spirit? I'm just trying to get this sound a little better. Are there any good spirits that want to come and chat with us now? Are there any good spirits that want to come and chat with us? Are there any spirits here now that want to communicate? Hey, happily watching. Welcome back to the Chammy. If anything, I should have been the one to punch her out. You guys had a cat fight. That's all. It's gonna be okay. I'm really disappointed in your roommate that she couldn't apologize though. We don't have those problems here living together with a roommate. Should we share the food so nobody has to worry about going hungry? Just gonna reset it. If there's any good spirits that would like to come and chat with us, the spirit box is open and the REM pod is here for you to touch. If you don't like to touch the, if you don't like to talk through the spirit box. I'll be right back. I still have to get that drink. How many spirits are with us now? How many spirits are with us now? If there's any spirits here with us, please touch the REM pod. Or say something, we're listening.
Right foot. Dominic.
So now what are you gonna do, Ari? I don't think you should stay living there, honey. Alright, I'm gonna try some different frequencies on the spirit box. So Ghost Rider wants to know if Brad from 3 Doors Down is maybe with us. So Ari, you can always call back and tell them. Oh, that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. I'm so happy that you're there with your mom. Oh my God, and not like there where you can get hit again. Excuse me. You don't need somebody like that. You don't need someone to live. You don't need that shit. It's just not. Oh my God, it's just so terrible. Like, I once had a roommate that killed one of my kittens. So after having that experience, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be more careful about who I move in with, or who I move into the house, or who I move in around me. I think we've talked about this before, about her being a possible sociopath that just doesn't know how to say they're sorry. They'll say sorry, but they'll gaslight you into thinking that they feel sorry when they really don't. Yeah, I killed one of my kittens. And she was a complete psychopath. But I didn't know until she did that to the kitten. Well, I'm glad you don't live there anymore. So next time, be a little bit more careful. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree, Ghost Rider. I mean, I know that we have been conditioned to eat animal protein because of the way that things happen during famines and wars and things that had to be done so people could survive. And even though it's terrible what's going on, and there are a lot of animal activists working on taking measures to make sure that those kind of things are done properly, it could take another 100 years before we start wasting 300 billion animals a year that we don't even eat. But, you know, your basic cat, dog, pet, you know, even in the wild, there are some animals that are pretty docile in the wild that people will still kill shamelessly. that are actually pretty good for our ecosystem. You know, little church mice and squirrels and raccoons and opossums and armadillos. These are certain things in our habitats and our ecosystems that are very, very important. And I feel that at the end of the day, you know, there's a lot to be said with people who are a little bit more careful with the animals that were here before us. Like, I never have to worry about the roommate I have hurting any of the animals. And that's such a plus. But it's also somebody already I've known most of my life. And it's interesting how we met when we were kids, because we just met playing a video game. In fact, we met playing Final Fantasy 11 online. And I gave my roommate, I just gave my roommate a couple of weeks maybe. But my roommate had a craftsman. So my roommate liked to craft in Final Fantasy 11. And it took a lot of time, many months and years, and a lot of money for him to be one of the top goldsmithers, silversmithers, just one of the top crafters in that kind of craft. Like, you know, you had to have high level crafting, all of the crafts they had from leather to silver to gold, to make some of the best armor for in-game rating. So I spent a long time doing in-game rating and had all these pieces of materials that I had collected and farmed in the game for a very long time. And because the kind of smither and crafter this person was, it was just so rare that I would come across anybody else that could take the items that I had farmed and create the armor that I wanted for my red mage in Final Fantasy. I literally gave my roommate at the time, which I had only known a couple weeks, $10,000 worth of digital currency. Had I sold those items to somebody else in the game, I could have had $10,000 cash USD in my pocket. But I gave it to this person because I figured, well, if they do make the jacket for me, the piece of armor I wanted, and they come back with the armor for me to wear, not only will I be the first person on the planet to have this piece of armor, and the first person in the game on all servers, but you know, I will also have someone that I know I could probably be friends with and trust, because if they don't steal my $10,000, and that's probably somebody I could probably trust in the long run, or want to start maybe a real friendship with. Now, not everybody gets lucky to meet somebody, you know, that's that generous and kind and also respectful to not steal from you. So when he came back with all the gear, I was like, wow, I'm just so blessed. I just felt so blessed to have met a friend that I could trust, and so we just stayed friends for years, and then eventually he moved in, and now him and his girlfriend have a great life, and much better than what it was when he was living with his family. At least that's how he feels about it. I mean, I don't know how much worse it could be since he has a great family, but I do understand, like, how important it is for, you know, you to get out there and be independent and on your own, as it was important for him and his girlfriend. She doesn't live here, but she's here a lot. But it's kind of like with the food thing. You know, we all just kind of pitch in around here to pay the bills and bring the food in and make sure everybody always has something to eat. I do feel bad though, because like you can't eat anything with black pepper, so it's like we have to be careful what we cook or we'll get sick. And so his food is really limited. Like he has to be have a strict diet of certain things he can and can't eat. So, like, if I want to order some tacos, I have to be careful. That's silly. But I could make tacos as well, and then make tacos just for everybody without. A lot of these places, they put black pepper in everything. And because black pepper, only like 1% of the population has it, they don't really feel like it's necessary to list it in all foods. Anybody has any questions for the Spiritbox? She wanted you to stop from holding her accountable. Couldn't admit fault, yeah. She sounds very immature. Did I just hear a meow in the spirit box? Went meow. I wonder if that was Metal Rain's cat. Did it just say 96? Is that how many spirits are here talking to us right now? 96? Or is that what year you're from, Spirit? Yeah, saying sorry can be very difficult for some people. I think everyone has a little bit of immature in them. If it's not a lot, definitely a little bit at least. But what it is it's not so much maturity that she has or doesn't have. She doesn't have tact or finesse. Oh, sorry about that. She doesn't have any tact or finesse. That's what it is. You can be immature and still have tact and finesse. But it's when you're immature and you have no tact and finesse that you become unbearable. Yeah, I understand. So, Spirit, if there's any spirits there that want to communicate with us, please say something now. We'd love to talk to Brad from 3 Doors Down. Yeah, is Brad chilling with Ozzy now? Remy, I hardly know you know much about Christ, or you wouldn't be here preaching it. The hide button compels me. You have no power here. Did you just hear that bleep? How many spirits are here with us now? Did it just say, hey, Brad? Wow. Is there a spirit there with us right now that can help us reach Brad from 3 Doors Down? Brad, are you there? It's StormieBleu. Are there any spirits there that want to communicate with us about who you are, where you are? Maybe you have something you'd like to tell us. Yes, you should be careful what you wish for, because your thoughts create, your mind is like a genie, making your wishes come true. Wow, there's a helicopter so close to the house it's shaking the house. Thoughts, Spirit? What kind of thoughts? What are your thoughts, Brad? My thoughts on it are that you should be with us, but maybe you have other places to be and other things to do than be here right now. To help the world and the universe be a better place. So spell it out. The card literally says spell it out. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Those are all notes on the guitar. A, D, B, and G. Hey Rhonda, welcome to the channel. Are there any spirits there with us now that can tell us about themselves? We come here in respect and to remember you. Spirit, what do you want us to talk about tonight? Would you like to talk about your afterlife and what you're experiencing? Thanks, Rhonda. Hope you're having a wonderful night too. Happy weekend. If there's any spirits here with us right now, and maybe you can't speak on the spirit box, can you touch the RemPod to let us know you're here? Are you here with us now? Can you maybe show yourself? Yeah, I like May Taurus over April Taurus. I absolutely agree, Ari. All my friends that are my best friends that are Taurus were born in May. May Day and May 19th. And my brother's a Taurus. But my brother, I believe, is an April Taurus. They're a little bit more sharp around the edges, I should say. But he's a man. I mean, he's a bit different from a feminine Taurus energy. Hold on. Ruby needs some attention. 1 second. Ruby. Okay, honey. All right, precious. Oh, I don't hate any astrological sign. I think they all have different wonderful characteristics. Are you okay, precious? Oh, baby. She just woke up. Well, I think emo child is more of a style / fashion kind of thing, whereas goth is more of a lifestyle and probably more of a path I've been down and will stay on. So it's more like a lifestyle really than a style or a fashion. Oh, you Okay. Baby, your city won the Super Bowl. So, Ruby's from Seattle. I'm from Atlanta. The Seahawks won tonight, and their coach is from Atlanta. So, we're very excited about watching the Super Bowl together. Not that she cared. Yeah, I think karmic debt can be an issue, especially if you believe in that kind of thing. I think that what you believe in has no choice but to show up to you. Hey, Resistance, welcome back. Sometimes people, Resistance, will come into the chat and like want me to show my feet. I don't know why people like want to see people's feet, but feet actually disgust me. I have a hard time putting even my own socks on. So, I mean, I just tell people like, you know, you want to see my feet? Go look at a Greek statue. Okay. Once you've seen a Greek statue, you've seen all Greek people naked, and you've seen their feet too. It's really, you know, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. I think that my body type is also athletic, but I think I could be a little bit more athletic if I tried. Though it can be quite difficult trying to already up the physical therapy I'm using just to get through my daily day. I had hoped though that like it would help at least keep my core and my body strength, upper and lower body strength strong, which it has helped. But recovering from the accident has probably been one of the most difficult things I've been through in my life. Because it's like I never know if I'm going to be on a crutch that day or not. It just really depends on how morning physical therapy goes. So I just kept up with all the physical therapy as much as I could. I mean, and I'm willing, like, to, you know, continue going through chronic pain to improve, you know, my health and improve my shape and keep my body healthy as I can, despite the circumstances. But it can be, like, a real struggle sometimes. So what I do is I work out with a crutch. If I have a bad day, like, I will not miss a walk. I will still take the crutch, even if, you know, it hurts a little bit, because the crutch will take the pain away mostly because I can put the weight, I can bear the weight on it. But I just always usually have to wait until I see how I feel in the morning, and then go about my physical therapy depending on what I need. I do have an X-Pole. No, I do not use it to aspire to be a stripper or anything like that. But I do use it for my physical therapy. And I will say it has helped a lot with helping me with my balance. I probably would have never gotten the X-Pole had I not like actually been comfortable with ballet and gymnastics before. I could have gotten a bar, but I just don't have anywhere to put a bar on the wall. And I don't know, the pole just seems so much more interesting than a bar. Yeah, pain can change a person's mental health. That's why I take a lot of mental health breaks throughout the day, even if it's just screaming into a pillow. But having the dogs helps a lot, and having Frank and Dad helps too. Hey, Frank and Dad.
What are you doing over there?
I'm holding my fur kid and talking to the chat and talking to ghosts.
What about Ruby?
Ruby. I think Ruby Anna's just having fun being held and pet.
Where's the monster?
Where's the puppy?
The monster.
I don't know. She's not in here. I know Rooney's there on the couch, but we don't have her. Oh, is she maybe on? Oh, there she is on Mom's couch. She's on Mom's love seat.
Oh, there she hears me. How you doing,
Oh,
dear?
that's so cute. Yeah, she did hear
Yeah,
you.
good night. It's 1 o'clock.
Alright, good night, Frank and Dad. I love you. Ruby, you're gonna get a bath tomorrow and a trim. And maybe we'll do a mohawk. You want a pink mohawk or a ruby mohawk? She's so cute. Spirit, what do you want us to pick up? Spirit, you want to pick up the house for me? I mean, you do live here, right? What do you want to, you going to pick up the house for me? You're going to tidy it up? That would be so nice of you. Spirit, do any of the spirits that can hear my voice, do they live with me? Do any of you live here with me? Okay, Ari. Have I heard anything from Spirit? It's been pretty quiet on the Spirit box, but you know, if you talk to it, it will respond. Sometimes it might take them some time to respond, even especially a specific spirit you want to talk to. Like we've been talking to Brad from 3 Doors Down, which I thought was interesting. He did say a couple things. Someone even said, "Hey Brad," on the Spirit box. Yeah, Spirit, what's your attachment to me? I got you, don't worry. To make you squeak. Spirit, can you see us? Spirit, can you see me? Oh, hi, baby. What are you doing? You want to sit on the lap of mine? Come here. No? Alright, there you go. You guys run away. But not too far. Hopefully to the couch. He told you he was getting a lot of matches on Hinge, which annoyed him and made him delete his profile. I don't know what Hinge is, honey. What is Hinge? Spirit, can you see us? Can you see the chat? Can you see me? Can you see us as a collective? So I do have an orgone pyramid here with me and like thousands of pieces of orgone in the house, which is something that generates life chi energy. So if you spirits want to use this to collect your energy or to pull some energy from it, you're more than welcome to. Maybe I'll even start putting the electric orgone generator on for you if I'm capable of finding it, because it is packed away, or capable of even plugging it in somewhere where it will work. Spirit, is Tracy with Shannon? Can any spirits confirm that Tracy is with Shannon? Thanks, Rhonda. If anybody wants to ask any questions to the spirit box, please feel free to ask. Spirit, can you hear us? You can hear us, right? And you can see us as a collective. But can you feel us? Spirit, does Johnny love Rhonda? What does Rhonda's most trusted and strongest spirit guides need her to know about that? What does Johnny love Rhonda? Does Dad love Rhonda? Does Rhonda's dad love her? So sometimes when you ask about your loved ones, does Jim love Shannon? It might take some time for your loved ones to warm up to the spirit box. So if any of my loved ones are there and can help Jim or Robert, Rhonda's dad, maybe communicate with Rhonda, or Jim communicate with Shannon. Sometimes it might take them time to warm up to it. It took my mom a couple days. My friend Melanie's still warming up to it. Melanie, are you there? Can you show me a sign? Can Jim show Shannon a sign? Can anybody show us a sign? In a way that pleases me. I figure I'd ask nicely, but I always want to be nice to them because I don't know what they're going through, you know? So it's okay that Jim is still alive, because sometimes what you must know, Shannon, is that sometimes people's thoughts, feelings will transmit through the spirit box depending on if they're sleeping or not, lucid or not, which we have experienced with the spirit box before. We've had it spell words that are on my t-shirts. We've also seen it be telepathic. We've seen them be telepathic, respond in full sentences, as well as people who come to this chat, or their loved ones, even their pets that may be alive, have transcended through space and time to bring their thoughts right here through this spirit box. If I had enough time, I would go through all like 2K videos to try to find some of these interesting spirit box sessions as a collection. So maybe I will start doing that. I'm sorry to hear about Tracy. But it's very likely that Jim and Tracy's thoughts, feelings, emotions can come through the spirit box. In fact, I'll have to tell Metal Rain tomorrow that I heard a meow on the spirit box, because that could have been the same cat that just passed away not too long ago, because it was doing the same thing when it was passing away. Like we would pick up its meows on the spirit box, and it sounded just like the same meow. And I feel like each meow is distinct because I have heard different types of meows. I know cats have different meows, but animals make different sounds. I don't think we've ever heard a dog bark on the spirit box though. Only cats. Oh, that's interesting, Rhonda. Maybe it was your cat, Rhonda, since you're present and Metal Rain is not. I'm going to leave it up to you to intuitively feel what's right for you to feel and not feel on that one. Just suggesting that it could have been. Oh, Smokey. I love that name. My neighbor's dog was named Smokey, and he was such a good watchdog. He would sit out there and bark at everything. And one Sunday during COVID, it had snowed, and the snow went away, and they came and plowed the streets, and we like desperately needed to go to the supermarket for something. I don't remember what, but came back, and a truck had hit the poor dog because they were speeding through the street, and I don't know, it was just so terrible. Does Shannon have more than one spirit with her? Does Shannon have more than one spirit with her? Does Shannon have more than one spirit with her? Yeah, it was like the dog was there, and 1 minute and 20 minutes later when we got back, the dog was gone. So we've been working for a very long time to try to get them to put in speed bumps, because it's a very small road. It's no road that you can go 2 cars at a time. I mean, you can, but you have to be very careful. It's so tiny. Oh yeah, we definitely all have spirits within, sure. And our spirits can transcend, I feel, through many different frequencies and levels in life. I heard some crazy shit the other day at part of my French about how the consciousness can switch bodies. Kind of like Freaky Friday. Well, and energy is everywhere. We are literally made out of the same atoms as the cell phone. That's kind of freaky to think about. I know it scares me to think about how I'm literally made out of the same particles as this phone. Are there any spirits that want to communicate with us about what your life is like in the afterlife? Like, do you know where you are, spirit? Hey Pammy, how are you, sweetheart? Nothing but rage on that side of things. We'll be listening to that again. Are there any spirits there that are stuck or feel stuck? What's your name, spirits? Are there any spirits there that want to tell me their name? Any spirits there that want to tell me their name? Moon pause. Also, what do I do if I accidentally let a spirit in my house? Get it a glass of wine. I don't know how you would accidentally let a spirit in. I mean, I think that it's very easy for them to let themselves in. Let's ask the spirits on the spirit box. Is it easy for you? to let yourself in anywhere, Spirit?
This kind of
Did it kind of sound like it said complicated, or depends? Is it complicated, Spirit? Is it complicated to just let yourself in anybody's house?
yeah.
Did it just say yeah? Interesting. I will be right back. Give me just a few minutes. Hey now, it's okay. Just relax. Just relax, babies. I gotta get some more carpets down in the hallway. So I'll probably get a couple more runners because Rooney went sliding down the hardwood floor and kind of fell over on his side tonight. And,
Catch.
I caught him. Sorry about that. Oh my God. Yes, I'm gonna turn the alarm off. I'm sorry, Spirit. Did the spirit box just say kitchen or catch him? What do you guys think?
Coastal. Waiting.
Did the spirit box just say whip it? Okay. Spirit, how are you feeling tonight? How are you feeling tonight, Spirit? Yeah, you, Spirit. I was talking to you. Spirit, do you want to talk about where you are? Do you know where you are? If anybody would like to get a paid reading while I'm still here, all the readings you get on the weekend are buy one, get one free. They start at $5. We can also include the spirit box on any reading that you wish, as long as it's available. Hey Moon Pause, welcome back. Yes, I did. I asked if Tracy was with you several times. Spirit, how old are you? How old are any of the spirits that might be on the other side of the spirit box? Are you in Scotland, Rhonda? It's okay that one of your plushies keeps moving. Maybe the spirit finds comfort in the plushie. Your ancestors, okay. I have a friend that grew up in Scotland and lived in one of the castles there, Castle Facide, I think it's called. The castle's so beautiful. I think it's one of the last castles that Queen Mary of Scots slept in before she... I think she slept her last night of freedom maybe there. I might have my castles mixed up, but I know she did stay there a couple of times. I'm going to call Ari left eye. Ari, was it your left eye that she punched? Yeah, so Ari's back with her mom. Thank you, God. Because her roommate beat her up. Dumfries Gallo. My friend is a Douglas, so I guess it's the clan Douglas. And before his father passed, when I was knighted to the Queen, I've been wanting to do a series about the castle and talk a little bit about some of his experiences growing up in the castle. I don't know if I could get him to do an interview with me about it, but I'm going to ask him maybe if someday he would want to collab and work on something like that together. He's an impeccable musician. And I love him so much. We've been friends since I was 11 and he was 13. So I'm finding it interesting that I'm talking about him, and we're talking about Scotland, and we're talking about the castle he grew up, and we're talking about ancestors, which I also have Scottish ancestors on my mother's side. My mother is Italian and Greek and Scottish. And my father is Greek Cypriot. So and now like the spirit box is kind of getting louder and the RemPod is getting active. Maybe Queen Mary of Scots would like to communicate with us? No? Okay. Or maybe she'd just rather touch the RemPod. Let's see how many subscribers we have so far tonight. So I've gotten 5+ subscribers tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and open the chat to free yes and no questions. You can get one free yes or no question. If you'd like to put a free yes or no question in the chat, I will ask your question. This is actually the first time this has happened, so I'm pretty excited that we've gotten 5+ subscribers tonight. We've gotten 7 subscribers tonight. Thank you guys so much for your subscriptions. I appreciate that. Your dad's family fought with the Vikings. That is so cool. Crystal, of course your dad is around you, but I'll go ahead and ask the spirit box and the cards for you, just so that we can find some clarification about that. Spirit, I'm calling for Crystal's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. Is her dad's energy around Crystal? Is Crystal's dad's energy around her? Yeah, I'm opening the chat to free yes and no questions. I'm opening the chat to free yes or no questions because we've gotten 5+ subscribers, so we've gotten actually 7 subscribers tonight. Let's see. Yes. Did the spirit box just say tramp? So yes, Crystal, your father is around you. And your father just wants you to find some calming time to find what it is that soothes you and helps you smooth things over. He just wants you to be comfortable and work on definitely finding smoother waters in your life. Like avoid the things that don't serve you. Use your logic and let your heart follow in that 6 of Swords and that King of Swords. Thank you, Pam Bear. You're welcome, Crystal. If anybody has any questions, any yes or no questions, please let your friends know. Please share the chat. Please like and subscribe. Let people know that I've opened the chat to free yes and no questions. Okay, take your time. I'm only about 30 subscribers from 30 subscribers from 2,400, so that's not too bad. My overall goal is 2,500 subscribers, and we're almost there. I probably will stop counting after 2,500 because I'm not sure I'll get more than 2,500 subscribers. I mean, but I've been on YouTube for 17 years. Spirit, will Rhonda make it to the motherland, Scotland? Hey, Meryl, welcome back, sweetheart. Oh, you're watching the Olympics. Oh, the live's going great, sweetheart. I'm so glad you're watching the Olympics. Spirit, I'm calling forth Rhonda's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. Will she make it to the motherland, Scotland? Will she make it to the motherland, Scotland? And what does she need to know about that? Meryl, if you want to do a free yes or no questions, you know, moderators always get a free yes or no question if you want one, but I've opened the chat to everyone for free yes and no questions. Sorry, the spirit box, the RemPod is just like, I might turn you off if you keep doing that. Could you just please stop with the RemPod now? Come on. Yes, you will visit the motherland. You will visit the motherland, Rhonda. You know, I might have to turn that RemPod off, you guys, if you keep laying on it like a horn. Yeah. Stop laying on it like a horn. What do I think you should draw? I think you should draw people sitting on the moon. Spirit, I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides as a collective. What do we need to know right now while we wait for someone else to put in a new question? Spirit wants you to turn your back on things that don't serve you in the 8 of Cups so that you can compel what you want towards you in the 10 of Cups. Once again, Spirit wants you to turn your back on what doesn't serve you between now and the next full moon. Start focusing on what you want to draw in as the new moon comes closer to you in the next week. do this so you can compel what you want to come towards you quicker and faster. Ghost Rider. Honest answer, right, Storm? Did the spirit box just say good morning? Did you put a question in, Ghost Rider? I'm going to bed pretty soon too, so if anybody wants to get their free yes or no question or get a paid reading, please go ahead and make your donations now, or go ahead and put your yes or no questions in the chat. Everybody gets one yes or no question. Let me actually see if how much time I have left on the iPad. All right, we've got some time. I'm at 20%. What, Spirit? What about a 10? Oh, you're so welcome, Rhonda. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Rhonda, I will. I'll let you know, I promise. If you could actually check out my song in the pinned comment and like it and share it, I would really appreciate it. So this is not a tarot channel, actually. This is not like your basic tarot channel. I'm a musician and artist. That's what I do. This channel's about my life. My life is my message. I do live music and live tarot on the live streams. There's a lot of different videos. There's some funny reviews of like beauty products I've done. There's like music. There's fan requested cover songs, originals. You might find some cute videos of the dogs, or some weird ones about like ghost hunting and stuff. You might find some of the stuff about like dolphins. Videos about dolphins I've made. So your demons are so strong inside you can't even ask a question? I think that's really a state of mind. I think that you can overcome that. I think that saying that you have demons is very accountable and credible. I'm not saying that you don't have them.
You're awake.
But see what Spirit just said? You're still awake. You're awake. And that's what's important, and you're aware of it. So you don't necessarily have to go to war with these demons or fight them off. All you have to do is, tell them what to do, because you're the one that's in control. It's when you start to give them more of your power and start to get lost in the idea that these kind of inorganic beings have kind of any power over you. They're your tool to use, not you. You're not the tool. You see what I'm saying? And you can look at a demon in any way or any sense that you like. I mean, I have a mimic that hangs around the house, but you know what? It probably is more helpful than non-helpful. And at the end of the day, I really am the puppet master of my reality. So if I want to believe in karma, sure, fine, I can believe in karma. But what's the point? I have enough limiting beliefs and circumstances that are even more important to work through than to waste my time on karma or worrying about demons trying to control me or control the situation or bad juju or bad vibes, or is that going to come my way? No, I really try to stay like balanced and focused and go with the flow. Okay, got demons and devils raging and ranting and spell chanting. All right, fine, let's just chill out then. You know what I mean? Like, why am I gonna fight it when I'm in complete control over it? You know. And I don't think that everyone can emerge themselves into the idea that they do have control over these kind of energetic beings, their feelings, their thoughts, their state of mind. But once again, it is just science. Once you become aware of something and how you become aware of it, it can be a long process of figuring it out. But once things start to click, they all start to click into place. I start to wonder, like, you know, what's wrong with me and my music thing? Or what's wrong with me and my art thing? Or what's wrong with me and so-and-so or so-and-so? Or what's wrong with this or that? But once I start to become aware of it, I start to become hyper-focused on how to try to fix it or make it better or make it right. And then I just get so overwhelmed that it's like those hobbies we talked about earlier, they like get put on pause. And it's then that I have to kind of take a step back and be like, oh wait, that's right, my thoughts create. So since I'm the beautiful creator of my reality and I've proven this to myself again and again and again, let me just put the power back in my hand to control myself and put my ghost army in check. Do you see what I mean? Or in your case, your demon army. I really got a very different outlook and view on demons. I know this is going to sound silly what I'm about to say, but I really got a different outlook on demons when I watched that Netflix series about, I can't remember what it's called. You know what, I'll look it up, and next time I see you, I will, it's about the devil, but I can't remember what it's called because it's been so long since I watched it. Lucifer, that's right, it's called Lucifer. Duh. Like, duh. But, I mean, I just feel like at the end of the day, like, you know, I don't have time to really sit around and worry about what the fuck the supernatural energies are doing around me, because at the end of the day, all they can do is probably really just help me. Other than, you know, than to sit around and be like, yeah, they want to fuck with me. What if they fuck with me? Like, shut up. Too much noise, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need that kind of noise. Let me just pick up my guitar and play it away. Play it away, as I usually say. This is my doll. My doll from Bali. Makalili. Yeah, me too. So my dog's from Seattle. That's where I went to rescue her and Gypsy. And the coach of the Seahawks is actually from Atlanta, Georgia. So I felt like it was like a double win for Ruby and I tonight. Well, I mean, okay, then that might just be a limiting belief in circumstance, but maybe that's how you feel in your reality right now, and that's fine. You know, one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, one step at a time. It's like really the best way to probably take it. Did it just say charge it? Charge what, Spirit? What do you want us to charge? Do you want us to charge? Charge what? Spirit, do you have any last words for us this evening before I close the spirit portal and we say goodnight? What about the mic? If anybody wants to get a free yes or no question from the spirit box, please feel free to ask. Rhonda wants to know, is that Brad? Is that Brad? Did you hear that music? That was kind of cool. Are you an alien? French toast or pancakes? Come on. Hot chocolate and a French croissant. Spirit, should I purchase another Backstage account? Spirit, should I purchase another Backstage account subscription so that I can get some acting jobs or voiceover work? Yeah, and lots of extra whipped cream. Like, you can just put some pancakes on the side. Give me the whipped cream. And the blueberries. Spirit, are you angry or sad? Is that why you're not too talkative tonight? Last night you were saying all kinds of full sentences. I really want to know more about your afterlife. And if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. Can you give us your name? Can you give us your name? My name is Stormy. I'm here with Rhonda and Pam and Ari and Moonpaws and several other people. What's your name, Spirit? Are you friendly? Living. Yes, we're living. We are very living. So I hope we're living. Hi. Spirit, are you at peace? Are you at peace, Spirit? And Tommy, yep. Spirit's name is Maximus. What do you mean? You think it said Maximus? Did it say Maximus? Because Maximus is my godson's name. My fairy godson. Yep. Spirit, can you turn on or turn off a light? Can you turn on or turn off a light, Spirit? So I don't know if you guys can see this, but maybe if I turn the light on a little bit more. Yeah, you probably can't see it, but my grapevine has started to bloom. And it's like growing up into the ivy thing I have on the wall. Maybe I'll get some grapes this year. They're supposed to be organic cotton candy grapes. not poison ivy. It's a great thing. Spirit, if you could ask us any question, what would it be? Spirit, if you could ask us any questions, what would it be? Can you give us a sign or make some noise? Can you show yourself by touching the REM pod? Can you show yourself by touching the REM pod? Spirit, are you happy? We're happy to speak to you tonight and bring you some joy and bring you some conversation. Does it get lonely where you're at? Does it get lonely, Spirit? Spirit, does it get lonely? It probably just went off because I went a little bit too close to it. Spirit, do you know what year it is? If anybody wants to ask a free yes or no question, please feel free to put your question in the chat if you haven't already done a free yes or no question. But anyone can ask whatever question they'd like to the spirit box as many times or as many questions as you'd like to ask. REM pod is very much like a theremin, yes. Only I think a theremin actually has to be touched closely to work. Like, I think it actually has to, in this case, this particular box has a 360 degree, like, actually, you know what? Let me actually give you guys something in the chat, a link to go to, because I'm about to end the live, but if you guys want to learn more about how the REM pod works, let me actually give you a link, because there's like a 360 degree sensitive area around it that supposedly it's supposed to pick up a certain amount of feet, or so I guess I calculated at one time that it could probably pick up stuff that might be on the front porch. It could maybe pick up stuff out in the street. So it actually has electromagnetic field detecting changes around the the REM pod theoretically. When an entity disturbs that field is when the lights go off or it makes sound. And that is what's similar about the REM pod to the theremin. But it's actually the musician's hands that affect the theremin. Whereas in this case, I have no idea what the hell is affecting it to turn it on or off. I mean, there's no vibration. I'm not touching it. I can get close to it and it starts going off, but I haven't been very close to it at all. And I will openly admit if I think that it's going off because I'm too close to it or I made too much vibration or noise. It doesn't usually go off, like, if I can make a lot of noise next to it, it won't go off. But there are times I might get too close to it that it might go off. But like when an entity disturbs its field, it's like a 360 electromagnetic field is when it actually, I don't know what's touching it to make it go off. But it'll trigger the REM pod and the lights and the visuals and stuff like that. So yeah, it's very much like a theremin, but in this case, you know, there could be something that disturbs its electromagnetic field that might not be necessarily right here next to us, is what I think I think the most important question would be to ask, how large is that 360 degree electromagnetic field? So I'm guessing that standard REM pod generally detects a human hand within 5 to 7 inches of the antenna, which we already know that. But it can detect field disturbances up to roughly 12 inches, which is 1 foot, away at their highest sensitivity settings. So it's on the highest sensitivity setting right now, and I'm not setting it off by being a foot away from it. And the iPhone is even less, well, it's closer to it. While physical objects must be very close, electronic signals can trigger the device from much further away. Radio transmissions from walkie-talkies and smartphones have been shown to trigger REM pods from 20 to 40 feet away. Most modern units feature a 5-step programmable range, allowing you to increase sensitivity to roughly 20% increments to better suit the environment. Interesting. So I do always reset it. Is a REM pod expensive? Yeah, it's pretty expensive. I probably paid, let me look and see what I paid for it. It might be in the 300s, 200s. Okay, my whistles will be here tomorrow. I would really like to get the this Spiritbox Pro, but I'm gonna have to do like some research on it first to see if I really feel like it would make a difference in the EVPs that we get when we sit here with the Spiritbox. I may have paid like $230 for it, but I'm gonna check and see what they cost now in 2026. I bought mine in 2022. Wow, they're so much cheaper. What the hell? $167 right now on Amazon if you're interested. I didn't get mine from Amazon. I got mine actually from the people who make it. So it may have been a little bit more expensive because I would have preferred to have gotten it from the actual people who make the device compared to maybe getting a fake one on Amazon or Etsy or eBay. I do also have a Spiritbox TV. It's very rare that I take the Spiritbox TV out, but if anybody would be interested in the Spiritbox TV, I'm willing to turn that on sometime too. That can be a little bit different in the fact that, so we'll have the Spiritbox, the RemPod, and the Spiritbox TV, which sometimes will show you images and sometimes words, sometimes images and words. It gives you a little bit more of a poltergeist feel, which is why I don't always use it because, okay, so here's some strange things that I think about it. So while it is programmed, okay, it is programmed to, or set up digitally to create these words and make these sounds and things like that. They are all at random. But I do feel like there is something about the Spiritbox TV that's very much like the Spiritbox that I have here, and the fact that I feel like spirits can come through and say what they need to say without it being like programmed automatically. Or even like, I mean, it's random like the Spiritbox. I thought maybe it would be like pre-programmed like the apps on the phone, but it's not. And the reason I know that is because it actually spelled out somebody else's channel name on YouTube here. Someone who's actually quite relevant on YouTube, and it was just very strange to me that happened. So I called my friend in Italy who made the Spiritbox and asked them about it, and they're like, yeah, I don't even know, I don't even know how to explain that to you. But maybe the Spiritbox is trying to tell you specifically, Stormy, that maybe there's something more in depth about not only the Spiritbox he created, well, it's the Spiritbox TV, but also the person's channel that the Spiritbox spelled out. So I felt that experience was very relevant in the fact of showing me like how spirits could come through it the way they do on the Spiritbox or the RemPod without there being any programming like an app on a phone per se, like GhostTube. I've never used GhostTube other than to use the SLS camera, which shows you actual spirits in a device or an item, just randomly standing in your room as a stick figure. Maybe as I'm able to update, maybe when I'm able to update the phone, I'll be able to get GhostTube on the phone so we can maybe use the SLS camera while we're doing this on the live. But yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow, maybe. It's Monday. I'm going to try to do several lives tomorrow if anybody's around, you want to get a ring or hang out. I don't usually have the RemPod on or the Spiritbox on during the daytime. But if you do want to pay to have it on or pay to have a reading in the daytime, I am willing to do that with the cards. But mostly I just try to keep it late at night and do it one time a day because it does wear me out and it will wear you guys out. So make sure you drink a glass of water. Get hydrated before you go to bed tonight since we have been hanging out for quite a long time with the Spiritbox and the RemPod. And, you know, they like to live vicariously through us. So you might get a little bit dehydrated. You might feel a little bit hot. Or at least a little bit warmer than maybe before we started the Spiritbox up tonight. Thanks so much, Rhonda. I love you guys too. I'm going to go ahead and turn the Spiritbox off now and see if it has anything it wants to say to us before. What, Spirit? A lot of people, yeah, I know. A lot of people. A lot of people want to talk to you, yes. So we'll get back to that later this week. Good night, Spirit. Thank you so much for your time to all the spirits that came by today and everyone who came to hang out with me tonight. Be good to yourself with your thoughts. I'm going to turn the Spiritbox off now. The RemPod's probably just going off because I'm a little bit closer to it. I like to turn it off before I turn the live off because I don't want to be alone with that I'm alone. I mean, my dad's just in the other room, so is my roommate, and the dogs are here on the couch next to me, but it's still can be a little bit strange. But be good to yourself with your thoughts. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Kalanita, music is sacred, and no prison will hold this movement down.